So, I'm sitting on my couch, after moving stuff into our new place today, and I think I'm gonna make a video, like maybe a series, I don't know, on, tape-offs, lowrider tape-offs. We'll start with, like, explaining the tape and some of the measurements and stuff like that, and then maybe see the progression of my own designs. I'm gonna say I'm not a professional. I'm not claiming to be a professional. I really like getting into something, especially a new way of doing art that's involved with automotive work, like pinstriping or whatever. And I think that, maybe making a video about my own process to help you guys start will help me figure out more about it. Yeah. So we'll start there. We'll start with the tape. That's really where it is. It's the tape. The tape is the secret. And, whatever stuff you can come up with in your brain. And then, after that video, we're doing the tape offs. Then we'll move on to laying maybe the first color down, or first black or patterns or whatever, and then whatever else after that. So, onto the tapes. Alright, here we go. This is my tape kit. That's where I keep all my tapes and stuff. Stuff for masking and measuring and other stuff that'll fit in here. So, what I got? Okay, so I have 3-inch tape, 2-inch tape. Let's see, that's gotta be. This is either 1.25 or 1 inch. I'm pretty sure that it's 1 inch. This is 3/4. So you can go to some 1/2 inch. Now we're getting into some small stuff here. We got quarter of an inch. We've got 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch. So, kind of where it's at is these. So I have paper tapes, I have crepe tapes, I have vinyl tapes. The vinyl tapes go around corners well. The crepe tapes go around corners kind of well. The wider vinyl, you can go around the corners with it, but it doesn't like to stay down as well. I also have another thing that's not technically masking tape, but you can get it as masking tape. So this is frisket film, and basically you cover your stuff and cut out pieces and put them back, whatever. You can get masking paper that's 12-inch wide, 6-inch wide, stuff like that. And then you cut your designs out the same. So basically, I've used a lot of this, a lot of these, and a little bit of these thicker ones. These two I generally use for spacing, which we'll get into when I show you some of my designs that I've already done. And then these I use to hold down an edge, or something like that. I suppose the 2-inch and the 3-inch you could cover up entire design panels, and then cut the excess off or whatever. But like these are kind of where it's at on smaller panels. On the bigger panels too, like lowriders go through miles of tape. Like you figure that there's probably, I don't know, 60 feet, give or take, on these rolls, and they'll go through rolls at a time for a whole car, like rolls upon rolls upon rolls. So so these are my tapes. They're not fancy. I'm pretty sure this is like a 3M Indigo. This is a Norton fine line. This is a 3M fine line. And this one is, I don't know, I found it on Amazon. I think it's called K-tape, some sort of custom tape. 3M Automotive refinishing. This is technically not automotive refinishing, but is high quality. It's the 233 plus. I think that the 233 is also a 4, maybe they're different, 433 plus or 401 plus. Yeah, that's what I got. That's my stuff. And then the frisket film, which I literally just started using because I seen somebody else use, you know, frisket film or sheet masking. Yeah, we'll go check out some of my designs, and we'll kind of talk about how I thought them up, or, you know, go through ways of finding designs that you might like to try and mimic the parts and pieces of, to deconstruct and then put back together on your own panel. Alright, let's take a look at some of my designs that I've done up lately that I think are good, even as a beginner, I guess. But I think they're cool. They're cool for me. So basically, we got this timing cover. If you can see, I'll give a little shadow here, right there. So this is all 1/8 inch and 16th inch, 1/8 inch and 16th inch. You can see, like, yeah, we'll do some curves, and I'll show you how to, like, you know, kind of feel your way through. And that's usually the you know, the vinyl tapes. There's thin crepe tapes that'll do it, sort of like the 3M fine line. Like this will do it, as you'll see on one of my other ones. But you can get in, and you can see that I tried. I think I did this one by hand, but you can see that there's, yeah, about a 1/16 of an inch, give or take. And then, you know, these are all 1/8 inch. And then this one I actually got smart, and I let me see. I used this, I'm pretty sure. Something similar to that. You put it down, and then you put your, you know, put your 1/16 of an inch, or your 1/8 of an inch, or like you could go backwards, I guess. You know, you figure out this distance, put something inside, and this distance, you know, 1/2 an inch. So, like, you can do that stuff, you know. And we'll get into, like, the patterns and the candies and stuff later. Maybe in the next video. yeah, we'll do that. So this is one that I have just taped up. Also, like, you know, I've done measured out there, you know, there and there. And all this is, you know, 16th of an inch around. You know. All these have a green fine line and an orange fine line. And then, you know, kind of just like this one. So you fade it to look like it's going under to add that, you know, you have to get that drop shadow, make it look like it's sitting above it. You know, so these are sitting behind these, you know, like under this, but on top of this. You know? And then I have like this one that's not finished. So we're gonna do, you know, dragon scales or whatever you want to call them, and then lace, and then I'm gonna pinstripe over the top of the lace pattern. Well, this one was a fun one. Yeah, this one all measured out. Then I started with the 16th of an inch, and I put the 1/8 of an inch on the inside. So you can like flip things around if you want to, you know. And then you can, you know, come in and use 2 wide, and you know, like that. You just make it up. And then these are, you know, these are 1/8 of an inch apart. You know, like these lines, you know, you could just make up. You can make up how long these are, or you know, it goes from where to where. You know, like this has got a double line. This is actually a 1/4 of an inch with an 1/8 of an inch outside, and then we line this. We line this with the 3/4, and then put the 1/8 of an inch, and then space the 1/8 of an inch and 1/8 of an inch, and then put the 1/4 inch on there, and then space it with your 1/2 inch. You know, plan out where you want your crossover to be. And then went in with these panels, you know, went to here, and then figured out the radius. You know. And now it's all covered with this frisket film. So basically I'll cut these out, you know, and put the patterns in there. We'll talk about that. And then, you know, unmask this, you know, or unmask these patterns, and then unmask the inside panels to make it look like they're set in, and then unmask this to do more with, or gold leaf or whatever. So I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna go get the saw that I've done, and then we'll talk about the next steps. Alright, now this is masked exactly the same way as the tray. Exactly the same. I came in with a border of the 1/8, tucked that 16th of an inch right in there, did the little panels, measured those out, and then I did the inside panels, and then it'll spray exactly the same too. We'll take this off, make it look like it's sitting underneath that, you know, so like pretend it's hollow, you know, you get that illusion. It's super cool. So, and this is on steel, just bare steel, just some polished, a little bit of polished bare steel. And, you know, after that, we mask out these, and then we masking out, you know, these, and then this will be the last step. And then, you know, you can pull this, you pull this thin one, put candy down, you know, after you're done with that, this space, and then then you pull this one off, you get a line that's right there. Creates that nice little border. So, in the next video, this is getting kind of long, we're going to mask up and frisket a design on the saw that I've gotten ready. And then we'll talk about some of the stuff that you can put underneath your designs, your first designs. I was going to do a whole video on like all sorts of different patterns, but I think we'll cross each bridge as we get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to go like too far too fast, and then we're just panicking. So I have a saw that's prepared, and we'll talk about that. Fancy. I actually need to go back down into the shop with it and hit her again with the grinder because I was losing air pressure. So I'm pretty sure I figured out why. So we're going to give her a little more swirls under there, maybe some spirals. So in the next video, we're going to tape that saw off, and we're going to assess through like putting a lowrider design on the saw. We'll just do the tape off, and then the next video after that might be putting down your first color, in which case we'll talk about more patterns. Just kind of the nature of the beast, I guess, unless you want to do no patterns. I mean, that's a pattern too, I guess. So we'll check you later.